This afternoon, it is the 8th day, is brought to you to the issue. Hand over for this live broadcast. Enjoy your viewing and good afternoon. Hand over for this live broadcast. Enjoy your viewing and good afternoon.
Na tuombe. Ewe Mwenyezi Mungu, tunakusihi tutazame kwa neema nyingi na baraka sisi watumishi wako ambao umeridhika kutuita kwa nyadhifa za uongozi katika jamhuri. Tuyatende na kufikia mambo yote atakayofikishwa mbele yetu kwa njia ya haki na uaminifu, ili kustawisha amani, ufanisi na uaminifu, ili kustawisha amani, ufanisi na heri ya nchi yetu na wale ambao haja zao umezikabidhi mwetu. Amen. Clerk, do we have quorum? We do have quorum, and therefore we'll start the order of the day as contained in this afternoon's order paper. Clerk, proceed to call the first order.
Order number 1, administration of oath. Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Now, honorable senators, I have a communication to make on the election of Senator Maureen Tabitha Mutinda. Is she in the House? MP, to serve as a member of the board of the Parliamentary Network on the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, IMF, for the term 2025 to 2027. The Parliamentary Network on the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund is an independent non-governmental organization that provides a platform for parliamentarians from across the world to engage with the World Bank Group and the IMF on issues on transparency, accountability, and development effectiveness. The network facilitates dialogue between legislators, civil society, and international financial institutions with a focus on promoting good governance in the management of public resources, advancing poverty reduction strategies, and supporting policies that foster inclusive economic growth. Now, honorable senators, I wish to inform the Senate that Senator Maureen Tabitha Mutinda, elected to serve as a member of the Board of Governance of the Parliamentary Network on the World Bank and IMF for the term 2025-2027, the board with the responsibility of setting the strategic agenda and providing guidance for the activities of the parliamentary network. In this capacity, Senator Mutinda will represent the East African region within the board. Senator Mutinda will assume office on the 13th of October 2025 during the parliamentary engagement at the 2025 annual meetings of the World Bank and IMF. Honorable Senators, I take this opportunity to congratulate the Honorable Senator on my own behalf and on behalf of the Senate on her election, and urge all Honorable Senators to accord her the necessary support as she undertakes this important role on behalf of our region. I thank you. I will allow one or two Honorable Senators who wish to pass a word of congratulation. Senator Enoch, under 2 minutes, not more than 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, allow me to take this opportunity to congratulate our sister, our colleague, Senator Tabitha Mutinda, for the role that she has been appointed to serve in the board of the IMF and World Bank. The Speaker, this speaks volumes about her as a person and the quality of leaders that this Senate is able to produce, not just for the nation, not just for the continent, but for the world. To Senator Mutinda, I want to wish her well and tell her that we will support her in all ways possible. This is a time that I cannot even miss to brag, because I have some bragging rights in as far as Senator Tabitha Mutinda is concerned. Senator Tabitha Mutinda, Mr. Speaker, is a daughter of Kitui County. She comes from my constituency, Kitui West, in Mashinani Ward. And the Speaker, this is a great honor to our people. And to tell ladies and young men in Kitui County that we are setting the pace for them. That yes, we may have come from very low backgrounds with the Speaker, with different hardships, but the world is there for us to beat. And Senator Tabitha Mutinda has set the pace for ladies from Kitui. Let us go for it. Let us do it. It is possible. We are proud of you, Senator Mutinda. Go and conquer the world around you. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Kevin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to congratulate Senator Tabitha Mutinda on this nomination. She was very passionate looking for the vote, and I remember her coming and asking me, have you voted? and she really did it. Congratulations, and I just want to give you a piece of advice as a senator of Machakos and as a mother, an elder. Go and make us women proud. Go and stand your ground and do what is best for this country and for East Africa. Go and show that women can do it. And may God be with you and help you as you serve. Thank you, and God bless you.
Senator Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I just wanted to say one thing, which is the fact that UDA can get their nominations right. Mr. Speaker, you know, recent events which I don't want to refer to, a lot has been thrown our way. on the quality of nominations by the UDA party. But you can see the quality of people representation. I want to congratulate Senator Tabitha Mutinda, as well as many others of a strong cohort of the UDA nomination of 2022. We are proud of you. Now that is a true representation of a UDA nominee. The others, Mr. Speaker, where things may have happened, was at Senator Veronica Maina.
Senator Newton. Senator Newton.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity. I also want to join my colleagues in congratulating Senator Tabitha Mutinda on her nomination as a member of the board of IMF and World Bank. Mr. Speaker, Senator Tabitha Mutinda is the vice chair of the Finance Committee. And for that reason, I know that this is not an accidental nomination, that is more than qualified to serve in that position, Mr. Speaker. And to also congratulate her and every other woman leader, because it is a proof that women leadership is something that has been embraced, not just in Kenya, but worldwide. Mr. Speaker, I congratulate my sister from the Brown Mother, who is also proof that you can have beauty with brains. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
So we'll rest it at that. Honorable Senators, I have a further communication to make. As honorable senators are aware, when the Senate Mashinani program was conceived in 2018, a tradition was established, a tradition of recognizing persons of high stature who have made significant contribution not only to the host county, but to the country at large. This initiative perfectly aligns with one of the legislative proposals that Senator Miraj Abdullahi MP is championing, the County Hall of Fame Bill, Senate Bills number 18 of 2023. The bill seeks to establish a County Hall of Fame in each county, through which county governments shall bestow honor on individuals within their respective counties acclaimed as being outstanding, exceptional, or illustrious in any profession or activity. The bill is scheduled for second reading in today's order paper, and it is indeed a privilege and honor to debate it in Busia County. Busia has had many outstanding individuals of renown, and determining whom to acknowledge or recognize has been no easy task. There is always the danger of offending some constituencies and sensitivities by naming some persons and not others. The individuals we are recognizing today, some of whom we have invited and are seated in the gallery, others who could not make, and yet others who have since passed on, do not represent an exhaustive or closed list. Busia has many heroes and heroines. As I read out this roll of fame, which is not in any order of precedence, I kindly request those who are present in the gallery to stand in their place and be acknowledged by the Senate on behalf of our grateful nation. His Excellency, Ori AGH. To serve in that capacity from Busia County. He is not present, but we still, we will honor him in absentia. The other one is Senator Amos Wako, EGH, Senior Counsel. Senator Kathy, that is not the tradition of the Senate. Yes, we are not going to. Order, honorable senators, order, order. Senator Catherine, Senator Catherine, you know when the chair is upstanding, you don't stand. Secondly, you don't clap and jump around in excitement. As a member of the panel, I will let you walk. No. I will not caution the Honorable Catherine, but just to guide her that is not in order. Now, Senator Amos Wako is a renowned jurist, long-serving Attorney General of the Republic of Kenya and the first Senator for Busia County. The third person is Honorable Kenneth Marende, EGH. Now, as honorable senators are aware, Honorable Marende is a renowned personality in the Western Kenya region who comes from Vihiga County. He served as the Speaker of the National Assembly in the 11th Parliament from 2008 to 2013. He also served as the Chairperson of the Parliamentary Service Commission. Prior to being elected Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Marende served as a Member of Parliament representing Mhaya constituency between 2003 and 2007. A major hallmark of Honorable Marende's tenure as Speaker was opening up of Parliament to the public through live broadcasting of parliamentary proceedings, modernization of the National Assembly chamber, and establishment of an expansion of the parliamentary facilities for members and staff, and the establishment of structures to accommodate a bicameral legislature following the promulgation of the new constitution in August 2010. Now, the third personality is Honorable Professor Julia Ojiambo. Honorable Julia is in the house. Now, Honorable Senator Julia Ojiambo. Now, Professor is a renowned politician and academic. First female assistant minister in Nyula constituency, a crusader for affirmative action, and one of the founder members of Maendeleo ya Wanawake. However, Justice Smoky Wanjala is a renowned legal scholar, judge of the Supreme Court of Kenya, and current director of the Kenya Judiciary Academy. Honorable Sospita Ojemong, MGH. Honorable Ojemong is the first governor of Busia County and former member of parliament representing Amagoro constituency. Honorable Chrysanthus Okemo, EGH. Honorable Okemo is a former member of parliament for Nambale constituency, a cabinet minister in the Ministries of Finance and Energy, respectively, and a former member of the Parliamentary Service Commission in the 10th Parliament. A major hallmark of his tenure as Minister for Finance was the removal of tax on bicycles, which encouraged tax businesses, commonly referred as border. Honorable Albert Agri Alexander Ekirapa. Honorable Ekirapa is a former long-serving Nation Media Group chairperson and chief executive. He also served as a member of parliament for Amagoro constituency and assistant minister for trade and industry. Honorable Francis Masahalia, EJH. He is the first member of parliament for Butula constituency and former minister for finance. The Honorable Florence Mutoa, first Busia County women representative. The Honorable Ababu Nomamba, EJH, permanent representative of the Republic of Kenya to the United Nations Office at Nairobi and the United Nations Environment Program, former member of parliament for Budalangi constituency and cabinet secretary in various portfolios. The Honorable Dr. Christine Mango. Honorable Mango is a leading educationist, former member of parliament for Butula constituency, who also served as a member of the Judicial Service Commission. Thank you for honoring us with your presence. The Honorable Philip Masinde. Honorable Masinde is present. Honorable Masinde is a former cabinet minister for labor and member of parliament for Nambale constituency. Thank you, Honorable Nambale, for honoring us with your presence. The Honorable Dr. John Sakwa Bunyasi. Honorable Bunyasi is a former member of parliament for Nambale constituency and current chairperson of the Kenya Development Corporation. Thank you, Honorable Sakwa, for honoring us with your presence. Ms. Susan Mangeni, CBS. Ms. Susan is the Principal Secretary, State Department of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Ministry of Cooperative and Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Development. Dr. Boniface Makoha. Dr. Boniface Makoha is the Principal Secretary, State Department of Economic Planning in the National Treasury. The late Hilary Ngweno. The late Hilary Ngweno is a nuclear physicist who was a career journalist, best known as the editor-in-chief of the Weekly Review. He founded the first independent television news station in Kenya, STV. The late Professor Nimrod Bwibo. Prof. Nimrod Bwibo is a renowned pediatrician and an academic and former chairman of the Maseno University Council. He was one of the founding members of the University of Nairobi Faculty of Medicine. The late Professor Nelson Awori, a widely celebrated medical doctor, educator, and researcher. He was the first African doctor to perform a kidney transplant in 1978. He also pioneered the Department of Urology at the University of Nairobi. The late Honorable James Charles Osogo, veteran politician and long-serving cabinet minister in many portfolios. Dr. Josephine Ojiambo. Dr. Josephine Ojiambo is a seasoned diplomat who has distinguished herself as one of Kenya's premier multilateralists. She is recognized by the Minister of Health as the national sickle cell champion. Honorable retired Justice Matthew Mkule. Mkule is a former judge of the High Court of Kenya and is also a distinguished jurist. Dr. Joseph Jesse Masiga JJ, a legendary footballer for Harambee Stars and first Kenyans to play and win the UEFA Champions League with Gabriel Mukele. Mr. Gabriel Mukele is a former vice chairperson of the Electoral Commission of Kenya, ECK, the predecessor of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IBC. Mr. Vincent Ongidi. Mr. Ongidi is a celebrated musician renowned for his vibrant renditions of traditional music, most notably the Mama Mulaini hit song. Thank you. Mr. Victor Wanyama. Mr. Wanyama is a celebrated footballer and captain of Harambee Stars and the first Kenyan to play in the English Premier League and score in the UEFA Champions League. Mr. Wilberforce Mulamba, a legendary attacking midfielder, best known for his sensational dribbling skills and prolific goal scoring, and his long service in AFC Leopards and Harambee Stars. Now, honorable senators, ladies and gentlemen, as I indicated before, this list is not by any means exhaustive. I cannot conclude this communication without acknowledging our very own clerk of the Senate. Mr. Order, honorable senators. Mr. Jeremiah Makoha Nyegenya, CBS, who hails from Bukayo Westward, Matayos constituency of Busia County. Since his appointment as clerk of the Senate in October 2012, and subsequently as secretary to the Parliamentary Service Commission in March 2013, he has led the technical arm of the Senate with unwavering dedication, professionalism, zeal, and integrity. The Senate thanks him for his continued service. Honorable Senators, I thank you. Next order. I will maybe allow honorable senators to maybe extend some welcoming remarks to the great men and women who are here today. Senator Omtata.
Honorable Speaker, thank you very much for today, for honoring the luminaries from this community. As you can notice, Busia County has been a central player, be it in the sports, be it in culture, be it in the sciences, be it in law, be it in whatever line you have, in the academia, in medicine. The county has contributed its rightful share in the country. At times when you look at the county and the personality it has produced, you'll find that this county has on many occasions punched beyond its weight. And it's because of those beautiful names you have had that this county has contributed to the development of this country. And it's really good that yesterday, on the floor of this house, we debated the County Hall of Fame bill, which seeks to immortalize names like the ones that we've had being mentioned on the floor of this house. And across the country, very many people have contributed to the development of this country, and sometimes they don't get acknowledged, and therefore they cease serving as role models to generations that are coming after them. I'm sure very few in this hall knew that the first kidney transplant by an African was by a man from Busia. Very few people knew that, and they knew. So that's a very, very important mark. We have had our own former senator and AG Emeritus, Amos Wako, who holds the record of having been the longest serving, today the longest serving Attorney General. And from the way things look like, that record may never be broken. It is held by a person from Busia. So really, it's with pride that I stand here, listening to those names. And as the Speaker has rightly said, the list is very long. We can't exhaust it in one sitting. But the sampling was good. It captured all the critical areas. And also it tells you that no sector of the economy is more important than the other. So we need to develop all these sectors, and we need to celebrate people, and we need to celebrate ourselves as Kenyans. Their contributions were contributions as Kenyans. They never contributed those things as people pigeonholed in small corners. So with those few remarks, I thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I thank you, members of the Senate, for honoring these distinguished sons and daughters of this county. And we have had very many firsts. Like if you are to look at the CV, Professor Julia Ojambo, there are so many firsts that one page is not enough to fill. It's not enough to hold. You'll have to do 2-3 pages of just firsts. And that's the kind of thing that would be a good role model for us. As I can't back the mic.
Now, honorable senators, if you get an opportunity to speak, please keep it under 3 minutes so that we can have as many. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I had not requested the floor, but now that I have it, allow me to.
Yes, as the Majority Leader, it will only be fair that you lead the queue in honoring this great.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I join you on behalf of my colleagues to celebrate this long list of eminent Kenyans that have made serious contribution into the body fabric of the republic that is Kenya, who hail from this land of Busia. Mr. Speaker, I celebrate all of them, those that are known to me and those that are known by way of their achievements, Mr. Speaker, including men in academia, men in sports, and other professions, Mr. Speaker. I celebrate our former colleague, Senator Amos Wako, who mentored us when we joined Parliament and has continued to follow closely the work of many of us in this House. Mr. Speaker, I'll be remiss if I don't celebrate the industry and the dignity to a public servant that is embodied by none other than the clerk of this House, Mr. Jeremiah Nyegenya. I've had the opportunity to work with that man very closely during my days in PSC, and I can say this institution today is what it is, courtesy of his stand and being a man of integrity. Being in his home, I join you and the rest of my colleagues in celebrating him for what he has contributed in making the Senate what it is today. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, is also to note that this county has given us great sportsmen, including none other than the Vice Chairperson of the Football Kenya Federation, MacDonald Mariga, who hails from this land, Mr. Speaker. A good friend and a great Kenyan as well, who has lifted the flag of this republic very high. This is a great county, Mr. Speaker, and we could not have picked a better place to celebrate this year's Senate Mashinani other than Busia, the home of great legends. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Professor Margaret Kamara.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to celebrate Busia as a county. Mr. Speaker, I'm here to celebrate all those whom I know and those whom I don't know. But I will just mention 3 who are present here and 1 who is absent. Let me start with the Honorable Professor Mango Christine, who is among the first professor women to be bold enough to go into politics. We follow your footsteps, Christine. Thank you very much for opening the door for the rest of us who did not believe being a professor and being a politician were things that could have been done. I want to also echo Senator Amos Wako, the smiling AG of Kenya. He was not called smiling AG only in Kenya, but you meet Ugandans and they'll tell you, that smiling AG of yours, I was in the East African Legislative Assembly and that's what they called him. Tanzania called him exactly the same. He was highly involved in the drafting of the Constitution of Kenya. I was in the Bomas process, and he really guided the process very well as an advisor of government. Thank you so much, and God bless you. The third one is one who is a mentor to me up to now, the Honorable Professor Julia Ojambo. The Professor Julia Ojambo, we have been told, was the first. She has a lot of firsts. Nobody can finish her list. She was the first assistant minister in Kenya. She was the first PhD graduate of University of Nairobi. She was the first Kenyan woman to go to Harvard. She was the first woman MB from the whole of Western. We say congratulations. I really am happy, Mr. Speaker, that we put a lot of value to our Senate machinery in Busia by adding this recognition. Of course, in addition to the bill that was brought by our senator yesterday, it reminds us that we must learn to appreciate human beings. We must learn to appreciate ourselves. If we don't write our history, nobody else will do that. Julia Jambo continues to work for this country. She is now in the National Fund for the Disabled of Kenya, where she actually attracted me to join, and I have joined as a member, and she's doing an excellent job. It's unbelievable. Finally, in absentia, and one who was not in your list, the daughter of the soil, Agnes Odhiambo, the first comptroller of budget. Please, let's remember that very powerful lady. I know she also, like Senator Moma, went to Nyanza, and they seem to be forgotten when they are here, when they have left. But she did a powerful job. She worked with this parliament very well. I was in the 10th parliament, and she guided the spending of this country. And in fact, she is the one who started the reporting to parliament of how the constituencies were spending money. We want to say congratulations, congratulations, wonderful, powerful men and women of Busia. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Methu.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. And first and foremost, allow me to thank you most sincerely and your predecessors who actually came up with this tradition of honoring the great men and women of the different places that we'll be visiting. Some of the people in the Speaker's gallery, I know them, I may not have met them physically, but out of the good things that I've done for the nation, I've had an opportunity to know them. More specifically, Mr. Speaker, sir, the Attorney General Emeritus Amos Wako became Attorney General of Kenya when I was only 4 months old. And he has continued serving this nation until last time when he left Parliament. So, Speaker, sir, we continue to honor, we continue to thank the great men from this county who have served this nation. And I would not want to forget our very own Jeremiah Nyegenye Makoha, who is a distinguished parliamentarian and a distinguished servant of this House, Mr. Speaker, a consummate professional. Every time politics is thrown his way, he runs away. He is a consummate professional who has dealt with each one of us in a very professional way. Occasionally, Mr. Speaker, sir, you deal with us politically, but he deals with us professionally, and we are very grateful about it. Maybe finally, Mr. Speaker, sir, is to ask ourselves, on the day Senate Mashinani will be in Siaya, what will be said about Oburu Odinga? On the day Senate Mashinani will be in Nyandarua, what will be said about John Medhu? On the day Senate Mashinani will be in any of our counties, Mr. Speaker, sir, what will be said about the time that we had to serve? Such that you not just be read that John Medhu was a senator for Nyandarua, and that is just what will be remembered about my time in the Senate. Would want to make and leave a print of what we have done now and in the days that we continue serving. Maybe finally, is to continue encouraging those of us who have been given an opportunity to serve, especially at a young age. You can continue serving and you can serve at different capacities. You yourself, Mr. Speaker, we are following on your paths. You became a member of parliament at my age. You have continued serving until this minute. You are still serving as a senator. Maybe finally, allow me to also recognize one son of this county, Senator for Busia, Okia Andrew Omtata, a very good and great man who is incorruptible. He has proven time and again that he is a man who lives, you cannot corrupt Senator Omtata. He is a man who lives and he has a lot of independence of his mind, and we celebrate you, Senator Omtata. We have so much learned from you and continue serving. We may not be together on that journey of your presidency, but you are a good man and we shall continue working together. Thank you very much.
The minority leader. The minority leader.
Asante sana mstahiki Spika. Mstahiki Spika, nataka nijiunge pamoja na wewe ili kuweza kuwatambua wale wote wananchi wa Busia kwa juhudi zao. Hususan nataka kusema kwamba kaunti hii ya Busia ni kaunti ambayo imejenga ama imeweza kuparticipate, kujihusisha katika mambo ya maendeleo katika nchi ya Kenya. Kwanza ni kwamba mwanasheria ambaye alijulikana sana, alibobea, amefanya kazi zaidi ya miaka 20 kama Attorney General wa Kenya. Na vile vile nataka kubaliana na Mtata ni kwamba pengine hakutakuwa na mwingine ambaye atachukua muda kama huo. Mzee wetu Amos Wako. Nataka kusema kwamba Amos Wako si kiongozi tu, lakini pia mimi wakati nimemaliza kupita kule Kenya School of Law, mtu wa kwanza kuniandika kibarua ndani ya serikali alikuwa Amos Wako. Kwa hiyo nataka kusema kwamba Amos Wako, mimi nakutambua na najua wewe ni mzee wangu na kazi uliifanya, na mimi pia uliandika kazi. Nafuata mkondo wako. La pili, Bwana Spika, nataka nitambue pia vile vile walioko wale wasomi wote. Hatuwezi kuwataja wote kwa majina. Kuna mchezaji mmoja alikuwa anacheza Tottenham Hotspurs. Yule anaitwa Wanyama. Wanyama anatoka katika eneo hili na alikuwa anatengeneza mpira kule Ulaya, hususan katika nchi ile ya England ile. Kwa hiyo ni mmoja wa wale watoto ambao walizaliwa hapa ndani ya Busia. Vile vile pia tunajua kwamba kaunti hii ilitoa pia vice president ama naibu wa rais, na wananchi wengi ambao wamefanya itikadi mbalimbali.